Captain Francis J. Dougherty. After the fire call, I went to sea duty, or I'm sorry, shore duty, from sea duty to shore duty. And so I went from a sea duty fighter squadron to a shore duty fighter squadron, VF 101, which is the training squadron for F4s. And we were stationed down in Key West, Florida. And then we transitioned most of the training from there back to Oceana, which was kind of an interesting management challenge. I was the schedules officer. This was back in the days before computers and so forth. So we had this great big, as big as this room here, wall that had every guy and every syllabus flight that he was supposed to do, and you had these little grease pencil things to keep track of that. And that was kind of an interesting challenge. So we moved that squadron back up to Oceana, Virginia Beach, and transitioned everybody up there. And then at the end of that tour, which was, let's see, I was in there from late '69 until '72. I went back to sea duty for my department head tour and went into Fighter Squadron 31, which was interesting in that regard. I joined the squadron on Friday afternoon and played handball with the XO, a guy named Jim Flatley, on Saturday. So after that, I'm sitting home and having a beer, and the skipper calls up and says, "Budley, we're not going to the Med next month. We're going to Vietnam on Monday morning." I said, "Wow, okay." And I said, and he said, "By the way," he said, "you're the new maintenance officer," and so forth. I said, "Okay, well, I'll get out to the hangar and start rounding everybody up." He said, "Well, half of them are all on stand down, and they're going to have National Airlines fly these guys back into Oceana over the weekend and so forth, and blah, blah, blah." So that was a really interesting experience. My wife at the time was like 2.5 months pregnant. And so we got all the airplanes back, all our guys back, and we didn't go Monday morning, we flew out Tuesday morning, landed aboard Saratoga, which was home port and main port. Saratoga had kind of an interesting background. It had some issues with some of the ship systems and so forth, but they had gotten all those fixed up and under control. And Saratoga acquitted herself in magnificent fashion out in the Gulf of Tonkin. The ship and the airwing got a number of awards for the service provided, the number of sorties we flew. Ship never missed a commitment. Just everything worked beautifully. In fact, our squadron won the Clifton Award for best fighter squadron in the Navy. So that was kind of neat. But no, Saratoga did a really good job, and there was a little bit of competition between East Coast and West Coast type stuff, as you can well imagine. The guys in fighter squadrons are pretty competitive, and as is all naval aviation. But we did our duty out there and got along great with everybody, and everybody was pretty impressed with each other ships as well as our ship and so forth. So it was a lot of camaraderie there.